darlings, this is Kanis from Studio Karah. I imagine, I create, and I hope to inspire you along the way. I try to post a video every week, so feel free to follow me in my journey. And this week, I have my May bullet journal set up to share with you. If you have been watching my bullet journal videos, you might have noticed that this year I've been experimenting quite a lot with different kinds of themes and materials. Last month it was a minimal and abstract theme, and this month I have something quite the opposite. The theme for this month is vintage music. We're going to make use of brown and black kraft paper and music sheets printed on slightly discolored paper. I think the specific music sheet I printed is Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. I'm also bringing back the wax seals that have been a part of the February theme and washi tape. I hope you enjoy watching. Leave a comment and let me know which part, page, or spread was your favorite. Before we get started on the May setup, I have a little flip through of April. The theme for April was minimal abstract mountains. Some of the weekly spreads were planned to be minimal, but in the end turned out very full and actually very vintage looking, and that's what inspired me to do this month's theme. One of my most favorite weekly spreads must be the last one. It looks like paintings hanging on the wall with the mountain illustration as wallpaper in the background. For this whole setup, as well as this month's setup, I have free dated printables on my website and blank printables for purchase in my Etsy shop. Check out the description for all the related links. Creating printables for this month's setup was very challenging, but I tried my best. As mentioned before, the materials I used for this setup is black and brown kraft paper and music sheets printed on off-white discolored paper, as well as wax seals and washi tape. And oh, I realized that I also painted my nails in the same color as the wax seals. Perfect for this video, don't you think? I have two pre-stamped wax seals to use as examples before I, let's say, commit to the real ones on the pages. I prepared some ripped pieces of papers I wanted to use and clip them together. I love how they look when you layer them on top. It takes quite a while before you find the right layering that works out, so that's why I clipped them together beforehand off camera, so I wouldn't have to do it a second time. Also, I'm in love with my new scissors. I found it in the office and craft section in my local drugstore, and I instantly got it. It goes well with this vintage theme. I was meaning to get one on Amazon, which was more decorative with a gold handle, but I love this black handle with golden top, so I got this one instead. I will leave a link in the description with a similar one from Amazon if you're interested in getting one for yourself. Here I have a little craft paper envelope that I made out of a small square. I don't have an envelope maker or anything, I just cut everything by hand. This will serve as a holder for the prompt for this month. I tried out a few layering options and used one of my mini ink creations to complete the collage. I thought this little drawing fit perfectly for this month's color scheme. I tried the wax seal example to see where I would place it. Then I wrote down this month's prompt, which slightly goes along with the vintage music theme. She is the hum in the night sky, and he is the hovering wind, carrying her melody through the air, effortless and sweet. Take this piece as you like, a poem or prompt, literally or metaphorically, as a writing prompt, drawing prompt, or any kind of inspiration to create something. Just be sure to share it with me. I would love to read, hear, or see it. I write one for every month, so if you're interested, you can check out the other month's prompt as well. Now it's time for the first wax seal. In February I used two colors of wax, crimson red and golden yellow, but this month I only wanted to stick to one color and I went with the crimson red, which I thought fits this theme really well. What do you think? Do you like wax seals? And do you use them in your journal? I love this constellation seal. It's so beautiful and intricate. On the right side of the spread, I sketched out a violin very loosely with some flowers coming out from behind it. I used my black Sakura Pigma micron fine liner to draw the flowers and my white gel pen to draw the outlines of the violin. I love how the black and white ink looks on brown craft paper. With an X-Acto knife and a piece of cardboard behind the page, I cut out the right side to make it a Dutch door peeking into the next spread, which will be the May calendar. Again, I prepared some pieces of paper beforehand so I could think about the layering. I kept it fairly minimal for this page, just a bit on top and the bottom. Above the calendar, I wrote down May in the music sheet style lines, with the letters as music notes. I really like how this turned out. On the left side of the page, I did a little collage again with the different kinds of paper and added a wax seal on top to finish it up. This time I used the letter K stamp. Did you notice there is no handle on the stamp? I couldn't be bothered to change it from the other one to this one, but it works completely fine without it, so no worries. On the right side of the spread, I added a little bit of leftover wax on top, and I used my mini triangle shaped steel ruler as the stamp instead. You will also see me add intentional drips on the sides. I love the little detail that adds to the page. A little splash of red. On the next spread, I was planning on using more of my ink creation cutouts, but I wasn't sure how that would tie in with the rest, so for now I just left it on the side. I call them my ink drops because they are drawn on drop and circle shaped paper. If you want to see how I made some of these, check out my ink creation process video. I will leave a link in the info icon and in the description. On the left side of the page, I have a calendar with underneath, as usual, my long-term and short-term list of goals and tasks. I used more of the scrap pieces of paper to layer them into a collage and put them at the bottom of the page. On top of the calendar, I did the titling same as the calendar before, with the letters as music notes. On the left of the calendar, as always, I add the week numbers, as that is what I use to track my goals. On the right side, we will have another Dutch door. I cut out the top half using my X-Acto knife as before, and to cut the rest off, you can finally see the pretty scissors in action. It does actually cut paper, guys, just letting you know. On the remaining part of the page, I did something I haven't tried before. So far, for every month I've done double Dutch doors, and for this month I am making a sort of a music stand that you can close as a book. On the music stand, there will be, of course, music sheets inserted, using the black kraft paper as the background for the stand. The idea for this is that you can put in little notes written on the back of the music sheets and add it to the collection. On the back side of this, I used my white gel pen to draw another violin and add some flowers and flying music notes. I think it turned out perfectly. What do you think? the right side, we will have the first weekly layout. I was actually sort of forced to make this week into one page as this notebook is almost running out of pages. And I calculated that I needed the rest of the remaining pages for the following weeks, for which I will be posting another video in the next 2 weeks. Then this notebook is full. This is actually the first journal notebook that I filled till the last page. For the month of June, I will start in a new notebook, very similar to this one. Very excited for that as well. Anyway, for this week page, I added little paper collages on the top and bottom, and for the bottom part, I will be using another wax seal, the last one for this video. I will be using the constellation stamp again for this one. The stamp didn't turn out as round as usual, but really the results of the half-pressed wax looked really beautiful. Looks very raw and vintage in a way. I really love how it turned out. For the weekdays, I wrote them down with my fine liner and eventually decided that I wasn't happy with how it turned out, so I used a piece of brown paper to glue it on top and add a bit of washi tape to it before writing down the days again. I added a bit of white ink to it with just a simple line to every day, and with that this weekly page was complete. Here I have a little flip through of the whole setup. Remember that you can get free dated printables for this setup on my website, and a blank version will be available in my Etsy shop. Creating printables for this month's setup was very challenging as mentioned before, but I tried my best. All the info is in the description. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment or reach out to me on any of my social media linked in the description. I hope you enjoyed watching the process of these layouts. I really enjoyed making it. Also, don't forget to share your recreations with me on Instagram and follow me there for daily uploads. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below with your thoughts. If you are not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my content, please join the family by subscribing and click the bell button if you want to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. And until next time, keep imagining, keep creating, and stay inspired. Bye, darlings.